Okay, this is video number 2 in a series of videos on how we make these nice summary projects for the watersheds we're working in. So this video will be about exporting all of our layers so that they're ready to be used in Illustrator. So the first thing we want to do is go into our layers, and under frame it always has a border. So we want to go up and go no border on these. Okay. And I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up. So the first layer we have is the imagery. And as you see, so we're going to export this as a PNG, and we got these words down here, so we do not want those anymore. So how we get rid of those is insert dynamic text, service layer credits, and then we will just move that off the page. Then go File, Export Map. I'm gonna find the folder where I want to put this. And working Tamala Strakes Bay, and I'm going to add a new folder, AI Input, and I'm going to call this smallest imagery, and that's AI. We need to change it to PNG, and we want 600 dots per inch. Both of those are set to white, and for some reason this is really weird, but well, I'll talk about it with the hillshade, but we want both of those set to white. For this one, it probably doesn't matter. So we'll hit save there. And it takes a second to save. Oh, still working on it. Okay. And then the way we make this, so this is nice. Let me see. Let me zoom in here. This imagery is nice and faint, but then we also want to be able to see a little bit of the imagery, and you can't tell super great on here, but we want to be able to see a little bit of the imagery under the hillshade. So what I'm going to do is go to data frame, clip to shape, specify the shape, and then I will select whatever my watershed is called, and that's it. Then I hit OK. Hit OK here, and then it'll be clipped down nice like that. Again, export, go imagery, and I'll call this one imagery clip. And in the next video, when we put this all together, I'll show you more about why we do this and the effect that it will give us. Okay, that's saved. So now we change this back to no clipping. Okay. Now we're going to turn that off. Turn my hillshade on. File, export. We're going to save this as a PNG as well. Call this hillshade. And so for both the clipped imagery and the the hill shade, it's really important that both of these are set to white, because we got this, these are both clipped, and we have though this edge here, and the image comes all the way out to this edge. And we bring it into Illustrator, and so you'd think you want no color because you really don't want a white background, but for whatever reason, when both of these are set to no color, it will bring it into Illustrator without anything in that background. But if you set it to, so if you set to white, you'll have a clear background. If you set it to no color, I don't know why, but it will give you a white background, opposite of how it looks. So make sure both of those are set to white and hit save. Okay. And so that takes care of my raster files. And now I'm going to turn on all of the vector files that I want. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the network on. That would be your Brat outputs, but I don't have them right now. So I'll just turn that on. And I can't do all my conflict layers right now either. So if you're doing the atlas maps, you'll want to have your valley bottom roads, canals, railroads, and stuff such turned on as well. Or you can, so you can export them all at once, or you can come back and export them separately. Either way is just fine. Right now our valley bottom is in need of being rerun, so I'm just going to go ahead and at a later point export all of those conflict layers. But for now, I'm just going to turn the network on. As a reference point, I want my watershed outline, I want the roads, I want my cities, and I'm not going to use that state outline, so I'm not going to have that. Then I also want to insert a scale bar, and we want miles and kilometers. And so I'm going to select this one, and we do 4 divisions, 0 subdivisions, everything else should be fine on that. And you can move this wherever, you can change it in Illustrator. Let's put it there for now, and then another scale bar in kilometers. It's a little farther down, this one right here, kilometers. And we also want 40, and then come down and change that to km. And we'll move it down here. I don't like it at 22 because that gives us weird divisions, so I'm going to make it smaller so it's at 20 kilometers. The miles look good. They're a similar size. So all of that looks good to me. And we go File, Export. This one we want as an AI file. And I'm just going to change this to layout layers. Once again, 600 draws per inch. You want the quality at best, ratio 1:1 there. RGB, rasterized layers with bitmap markers and fills. I don't click on any of those. And we can hit save there. And lots of times I forget layers and have to go back in and export them, but I think that's all that we need for now.